Good
Yeah, Mr.
afternoon.
Mr. Pandey, you seems to be very old hand. I think you have been working for the last 30 years. Vishwanath was telling me yesterday or
Yeah,
yesterday.
little
Uh,
more than that.
More than 30 years. Oh, you are a
Yeah.
blue-eyed man, huh? Of Mr. Somani. Yeah. But what are the, let me start. What are the effects, of COVID for a company, and what measures you are taking to overcome, to improve the situation or performance rather? I know
Yeah.
most of the companies are in problem, no manufacturing activities for some time, and you are in such an industry like glass industry, which is a continuous process. So you need to keep it open for some time, right? You
Right.
cannot afford to shut it. Yeah.
Yes. And it's a continuous process industry. And when once it started this lockdown, there was a lot of uncertainty also with the government side as well, because there was no clear-cut guidelines or notification issued. And
Right.
suddenly it seemed that all the industry has to close down. Then we had to initiate the discussion with the concerned government officials, get the
Okay.
necessary approvals in the night itself.
Okay.
And thankful to the government that they took the case even late in the night and allowed us to operate it. So the first hurdle was to get the approval, and the next hurdle was that all the transportation and was shut. So the transportation of the incoming material as well as the outgoing material was very badly affected.
Oh, okay.
So we had a lot of problem we faced for bringing the material, because ours is we have the furnaces which melts the raw material, and then we form the glass bottle. So incoming material are very critical. The power fuel is the important, the raw material is important.
Right.
So somehow we managed to get those material with the necessary police protection, as well as the across the state border. We had to initiate certain transportation, and we got those materials. And then somehow we try to keep it. Though sometimes it is not 100%, but at the curtailed capacity utilization, we somehow managed to continue the operation.
Oh, okay. So now how are you trying to overcome it? You were shut for around 1 month, 1.5 months, with almost like you said, 20% performance, 20% process manufacturing.
See, we have the modular type of capacity, like we have the number of lines. So we can, without shutting the furnace, we can close some of the lines. So, so this was affecting to some extent our capacity, but entire operation continuing.
Oh, okay.
So we have three verticals of the businesses in packaging product. One is the glass, then we have the garden polymer, which is the plastic container, and then we have the security closure in the form of AGI closures.
Okay.
So those two operations were for temporary period, 10 to 15 days was affected, but glass business was continuing its operation with the curtailed capacity.
But during this process, pharmaceutical bottles you used to manufacture still?
Yeah, we used to manufacture a lot of pharmaceutical bottle and some pharmaceutical bottle and food segment bottle.
Oh, food segment, overall food and beverages. Yeah.
Because these are two items which were categorized as an essential commodity. And as an essential commodity, we took the permission from the police department and continued the supply wherever the requirement was there. So we fulfilled our demand from customers in the pharmaceutical segment as well as the food segment.
Oh, fantastic! Very good. Now, what was your consolidated turnover March 2020?
March 2020, when we talk of our this vertical, packaging product vertical,
Yeah.
it is
Packaging product vertical includes glass and caps, right?
caps and
Closure.
plastic
Yeah.
closures. So in
Right.
this segment, we had a turnover of about 1,200 crores.
Okay. And out of that, around 1,000 crores is contributed by glass, or even less than that.
Almost 1,100 is contributed by glass.
Uh-huh. And now, will you be in a position to keep up to that level coming March 21?
Yeah,
Next year?
we are working hard. We are working hard to
Uh-huh.
cover the loss of businesses during the lockdown period, and we are hopeful that we'll make it up as the year progresses.
Okay. So at least you'll be in par with what you achieved in March 20, around 1,200 crores and all. And what was your profitability, by the way, last year? I mean, the year past by March.
Actually, since ours is a listed company, we cannot provide you this separate profitability of each of the businesses.
Okay. Now, your expansion plan and investment was deferred now due to COVID. You were to put one greenfield plant in Telangana somewhere, right? With an investment of about 700 crores.
We have the plan to put up the factories in other state also, but because of this shutdown, we had a setback, and we are waiting for this uncertainty period to over to reinitiate actions.
But what you have decided and contemplated, the plant was supposed to be in Telangana somewhere, right? I just forgot the. So are you, Mr. Pandey, planning to invest in any other states besides Telangana?
Yeah, we have the plan like what Vishwanath told. We have a plan to invest in other eastern part of the country, and once the uncertain situation is over, then we'll certainly review our plan and take the. But this is already here in our process.
Okay. And how long you think that this uncertainty will get over? You think another 2-3 months time, or it will prolong till?
Waiting for the vaccine so that the uncertainty should be over, because the traveling is a big issue today, and this is the biggest issue that we have to take care. And we are in fact discouraging our people, even the marketing people, to travel because of this health concern, because we have to take care of the health of our employee and safety of our employee first.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah,
that is the important thing that we are doing, and we are encouraging them to go virtual and have the meeting virtually with the customers, address the issues, problem with the customers virtually. Even many of the product trials also we are initiating on virtual basis. For example, in our security closure, we had a trial to be made with one of the customers at Long Place. So we sent our material by transport, and we virtually got connected with their plant and oversee how they are handling, how they are operating, and suggest some small adjustment in their system so that our product is fitted in their bottle.
Right. So it was all virtual.
These are some of the innovative way we are learning in the process to overcome this situation.
Yeah. It's a new normal now. We'll have to live now.
Yeah, new normal.
Yeah.
Is a
new term, new word point. Yeah. Now, see, during this time, what are the broad challenges and opportunities you have in the glass industry vis-a-vis liquor industry? I mean, both in the segment of glass and closures now also you are in.
Yeah. So actually, we are in 3 businesses which meets the requirement of the container packaging solution to the customer. One is that we have the glass business, which caters to the glass requirement of the customer. We have the plastic containers, which meets the plastic container requirement of the customer. And then we have the security caps and closure, which ensures that there is the tempering and the counterfeiting of the original product is restricted. Otherwise, there is a big challenge today for the premium and prestige segment, where the lot of counterfeiting challenges are there. So our security closure provides them a lot of confidence, because it is the only product in our country which gives the double tempering evidence to the product. Like it has to twice destroy the evidence to get it counterfeited. So the production and duplicating the product is very, very difficult for them.
Yeah, many countries are facing this challenge of counterfeiting, like in Brazil, in Hong Kong, China, and many countries. So that's worldwide this thing.
Now, in fact, ours is 2 products that we have, the Voila and Suze, that that both are equipped with the double temper evidence, and these are both of our products are patented, and it is valid for 20 years. So there will be very few products in the country today that that will match this requirement.
So this is basically a technology collaboration with the Italian company, right?
With the
or
German
you bought the
and,
technology?
Yes.
You bought the technology, or you're still in collaboration?
No, there is no collaboration. We bought the technology.
Oh, you bought the technology outright.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a constant R&D that's going with that.
Yes. And
now,
in fact, our closure, the special features of our closure are they have the unique aesthetics and higher pull out. Higher pull out means when you open, take out the cap, it should not come out altogether the cap. Otherwise, the same cap they can duplicate somewhere else. Then it has the double temper evidence. This is the only cap which provides the double temper. It has to be destroyed twice to get. So duplicating it is is next to impossible. Then there is a lateral embossing in our security closures, which is very unique, and it cannot be. No one in the country makes lateral embossing on the cap. Ours is the only product which makes the lateral embossing. Then there is a high-end closure manufacturing technology, and need no reproduction of the closure once it is opened. These are the various features of our product, which gives to the customer who feel confident on using our product and making their product safe for their customer.
Right. Now you have all the big player, Pernod Ricard, Diageo, Bacardi, all are your client, right? Including Indian companies also.
Yes.
So there's no issue now for you. But how is the competition with Voila Caps and another Italian company from Jaipur? No. So how is the competition? You think that you are ahead of the technology, or they are also very tough competitor for you?
The
Voila Caps has been.
They are well established player in the market, and we are very recent in this.
Entrant, yeah.
But
you are newly born baby, yeah.
Because of our unique features of our product, which is latest in the technology and unique offering to the customers, we are doing well. We have already established our product in the market, and we are in the stage where we can take off and rapidly ramp up our sales.
Presence, yeah. Sales, yeah. Okay. Mr. Pandey, during Diwali time last year, there were a lot of complaints from the liquor industry in general that you increase the price of the glass bottle ranging from 10 to 15%, depending on the volume that they buy. So, do you expect it? Then now you have reduced, most of the glass manufacturers have reduced the price to 5% now. But do we expect the same to go up as the demand during Diwali and the Christmas time? The requirement will again go up, shoot up? Because the calculation, all input cost goes up very, very high. And the whole thing, calculation went haywire. I think you had a dialogue with the industry for quite long.
We are closely associated with our customers, and they are our partner in the business, and we try to give them the very cost-effective solution to them. We work on their cost reduction program, and we develop the bottle with the lower weight, which saves our cost as well as their price. So there are many things that we are associating ourselves with the customer to bring the new changes in the product, and thereby reducing their overall cost for the customers.
No, but now they have been saying that you increase the cost.
There are certain things we can absorb, like if suppose the power and fuel cost goes up, or the raw material cost goes up, then if it is beyond our control or beyond our capacity, then naturally we have to approach them, and we do it on a very reasonable basis and very collaborative basis with our customers, and we work together to reach a solution so that it addresses the problem, as well as also we are able to stay in the market. We are able to survive to serve them better.
Well, both have to survive, the industry and you both.
Yes,
the last industry. Now, what type of innovations, because you are more than 30, 40 years with the company, and then you have seen the glass industry for many, many years. What type of innovation that the Alcobev industry is asking from you, or expecting from you?
See,
like you referred one thing as the light bottle, this and that, you jointly develop with them and all that.
Yes.
Because world over, there's a continuous change in the process that has been coming up, introducing new color, weight, lightweight, and a lot of other things which you can highlight.
See, we have developed a NNPB technology. NNPB technology, which gives them the advantage of the lower weight, as well as it gives the technical strength to the bottle, which doesn't break easily. Though the glass is a fragile material, it will break, but gives the strength even what the original weight of the bottle gives the strength. If the reduced weight of the bottle with the NNPB technology is equally strong. So these are the solutions we are giving to them, and we give various colors to the customers. The color options are many for us. Like we can manufacture flint glass, we can manufacture amber glass, we can manufacture green glass, then blue, this dead leaf green. We can give the many solutions to the customers who want to promote their product, and for the further premiumization of their products.
But currently, whatever capacity you have in the glass industry, glass plant, is it optimally utilized? I'm not talking about the COVID time. It may not be now because 50% of the sale is down.
No, our utilization of the capacity is quite optimal in the normal situation. Barring this period of COVID.
Okay. But which are the other states you are thinking of putting your plant, glass manufacturing plant, bottle plant?
We have selected some of the eastern part of our country, like there is Odisha. There we are looking for West Bengal also, but there is a northeast option. So we have shortlisted 2 or 3 locations. Finally, based on the strength of each of the location, we'll decide where to go. But Odisha is one of the main focus.
Yeah, because they give a lot of incentives to the industry currently compared to West Bengal.
And that way apart, we want to be closer to the market.
Right. Yeah, absolutely right. But do you think the ban on plastic will affect you? Ban in plastic bottles, lot of plastic material and all that to the glass industry?
You see, both of the product has to coexist. Like you see, initially there was a lot of euphoria about the plastic, but of late, because you can see that whole thing has been died down. So the demand for our glass bottle, which is the main strength of our packaging product, continues to be the and we are bringing a lot of innovation in the forms of the color, in forms of the technology, and also there are many things are in the pipeline that we are offering to the customer, and then whoever the customer who likes to have the plastic solution, we have the plastic solution also, and then the security solution, security caps and closures solution also.
Right.
Like I will explain you. During the COVID time, there are not many requirement of the sanitizers were there. So many of the large companies who have entered into this market, they had a huge requirement for the sanitizer bottle and caps. So we had ramped up our capacity very rapidly, and are offering our product to the customers, and there are certain new customers who are coming in with this requirement, and we are able to serve them.
Oh, fantastic. That's good. Blessing in disguise. Something sanitizer industry is really mushrooming now. A lot of people have entered into this business.
We have always looked for the opportunity, and whenever it comes, we have to grab it.
Right. Now, what kind of policy changes that you expect from government as far as glass industry is concerned, vis-a-vis liquor industry, so that better in
you see, as far as the glass industry is concerned, there are there will be lot of material pushed at the much lower cost in the Indian market from the China, for example, from the China, where it gives a lot of challenge to our industry in the country. So there the government has to take some action to prevent
to ban import.
To restrict the imports and encourage the local industry, and local industry are well equipped to serve the requirement of our customers in the country.
Right. But are you also because there is a big problems for Chinese companies in USA, Europe, and many other part of the world. So are you trying to export it aggressively now to those countries or those clients rather?
Yes, we are working very hard to get into the export market, and in fact a quite substantial business of our closures is also towards the export. So we are able to see the opportunity in the export front also, and we are exploring the possibility, tying up with the talking with the customers to serve the export market.
But which countries are you exporting currently glass?
We are exporting to these African countries, mainly to the African countries, and some export to the European countries.
Okay.
And some of the export is happening in the America also.
And also to and also closure business also some other part in Africa and all that.
Yeah. In the SAARC countries we are exporting our closures, apart from African countries, and also some of the European clients where we supplied our security caps and closures.
Okay, so your thrust area now in future will be export also in a big way.
Yes.
For both glass industry and this.
Glass as well as the security closures. We'll have the thrust to the export market as well.
Okay. Now, how can the company improve your margins, given the disruption in the industry now?
Can you repeat your question?
I mean, how can your company can improve the margins, profit, given the disruption in the industry currently, COVID time and all that? What are the strategies that you are planning to come out of it?
So we have a strategy in place of controlling our cost in a very systematic manner, and we work on the various front, like on the energy segment, we work with the various options, and on the raw material side also we work with the various our partners. Even we are collaborating with our customers for the rejections, what is happening in their side, or in the process when the bottles are breaking, they have the broken glass pieces with them. So those are our raw material for us. So we are collaborating with our customers to bring those raw material as a raw material, their wastage as our raw material. And also in the process, the more we put this raw material in our furnace, the lesser energy cost will be there. So this is how we are trying to collaborate with each of our possible partners to bring down the cost. And ultimately, when the cost comes down, without looking at the price, which is the current competitive scenario, we will be able to protect our margin.
Right. So what is your current market share in the glass industry? Around 30%?
It is about 16%.
16%. The major is by Hindustan Glass, right?
Yeah.
You are number 2.
We are number 2.
Yeah. Their one is around 60-65%, currently.
No, they are now almost, with their curtailed capacity, they will be close to, I think, 30 to 35%.
So rest are all from Firozabad and all that cheaper material.
Yes. Yes.
But the quality is not good.
They have the challenge in the quality.
Yeah, but Piramal Glass is not much supplying here in India, right? Not to that extent.
Yes.
They're exporting basically.
Yeah.
So you are planning, your market share will slowly increase as the year passes.
Yeah, that's what we are planning for expansion.
And all that.
So by that way, we will be able to increase our market share.
Oh, good. Okay. Now, how is your company planning for a sustainable future?
See, we have a lot of thrust on sustainability as well as the environmental side also. So we have made a huge investment in the solar power plant, where we have a long-term contract with our partner, and this is joint on participation basis. Somewhere, sometimes we are making the investment, sometimes our partner is making the investment, and we
Okay.
are almost generating almost about from zero level to almost 15% level. We are generating our power from the solar.
Solar.
So
basically,
this way it is a long. We have added towards the long-term sustainability, and
Okay.
and also we are working with other sources for the power supply. Plus, we are also looking for the other alternate energy sources where we can reduce the carbon level and have the less impact on the environment.
Okay. And then you do a lot of otherwise CSR activities also in Hyderabad.
A lot of
or
CSR
Telangana?
activity. Yes, we carry out lot of CSR activity. We provide free of cost medical service to the neighboring villages from
Okay.
our factories, and we also collaborate with our government department to renovate the schools which are government schools, street lights improvement, many of the CSR activity that we take in under our CSR program.
Okay.
And also we also participate in supporting the skill development of the people to sustain themselves in the future.
Okay. So now this has become compulsory to spend around 5% of CSR, right?
2% of the average
2%
net
of
profit.
Yeah, average. So 2%. I mean, it's a good initiative that most companies, public limited companies, or private companies, large companies, they've been doing. And good luck to you, Mr. Pandey. Okay, my best wishes with you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vishwanath.